Back at it again. I told you I got some videos recorded. My tank's empty. I'm exhausted. Obviously losing into brutal fashion to Georgia. But this is one of the craziest weeks of college football, one of the craziest weeks of rivalry weekend. I mean, you had a horrible Michigan team upset Ohio State today in the most Big Ten game ever. Neither team, I mean, what was there, like 20-something points scored collectively in that game? 4 in a row for Michigan. But then this fight breaks out after the game. I guess planting your flag if you get a road victory on road weekend is now against, not against the rules, but you're going to catch an ass beating, evidently. Cops had to come out. A referee was laid out on the field, motionless. He might have just pretended to play dead. I don't know exactly what happened as to not get pepper sprayed, which ended up happening. One guy's just trying to look like hold his team back, catches pepper spray in the eyes. And I'm sorry, but if you don't want someone to plant their flag on your field in rivalry weekend, then win the game. Win the game. Then, that wasn't the only fight. Geoff Collins, not only does he retire, not even retire, get a Hall of Fame coach fired in his twilight years, doesn't get to go out on his own terms, but has an embarrassing second half, and doesn't even give Mac Brown a win to go out on. I would say I feel bad for Mac Brown, and I kind of do, but you hired the guy. You had to have known. All the clues were there. A fight breaks out after that game. Massive fight breaks down after NC State. Shout out to NC State. Bowl eligible now. So who's going to be the interim for this game? Do they hire a coach before then? Please let Geoff Collins coach you one game. Arizona State, and Arizona breaks out into a fight over the spear at the end of the game. Clemson, South Carolina, I don't think a fight broke out. Another hell of a game that comes down to the wire. That Sellers for South Carolina, is he the best freshman in the country? Probably. They win that game in an absolute thriller. Clemson's down and out. Clemson is down and out. The only hope they have for a playoff is Syracuse beating Miami. Well, that's not going to happen. No way. Miami, best quarterback ever, best wide receiver core ever, best offense. Their defense might be a little lacking, but certainly they're good enough to stop Syracuse in the fart box. Can't do it. Can't do it. Fran Brown gets soaped tonight at the Miami fans' expense. And it will remain for at least one more year that Miami's never won the ACC and they've only made one appearance. One appearance. One. The same number of brain cells that Scoop on the U has. An absolute embarrassment to the human race, to college football fandom, to Miami. This guy was all up in my chat last night rooting on Georgia. Why? Because he can't beat Georgia Tech. He'd rather tweet out about pickleball and RFK and whatever other things that got nothing to do with college football. And he deserves every bit of this. He deserves Miami to not only not ever win the conference, but to never win another game. You get everything you deserve here. But again, I mean, Miami is, are they out of the playoffs now? I mean, they don't really have a quality win. Who's their best win? Duke. And I hate to say it because it makes the ACC look bad, but that's what happens when you can't take care of an easy schedule. you know? Tech would have been your best win probably, but you couldn't beat Tech. That's why Scoop on the U has to get on here during the Georgia stream. So now Clemson will go and play SMU. So Clemson goes from losing to their rival down under the earth to clinching off the back of Miami an ACC title berth some hours later. I guess Fran Brown must have got mad about something. But, man, we'll see how Texas A&M ends up. Which, fun fact, the last time they coached, Fran Brown was a coach for Texas, and he won. So, man, Miami, I think Selection Sunday is going to be rough for you. And we're also going to see, I think there's going to be a lot of surprises, and I think there's going to be like 6 or 7 SEC teams in for whatever reason, but we'll see. I mean, my God, fights everywhere. Ohio State goes down. Clemson goes down, but still clinches the ACC. Miami doesn't even make an appearance. Doesn't even make an appearance in an ACC title game. It's wild, man. So anyways, y'all have a good one. Talk to you guys next time. I'm going to bed.